Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about what's going on with the market. A lot of you have been doing really well, making a lot of money. The market has absolutely been on a complete, what appears to be a bull market since it hit its lows during the whole Corona situation. But I want to give you a little bit of a warning. A lot of analysts and a lot of experts do not believe that this recovery is real. In fact, I'm reading an article on Market Watch here that basically says that the majority, about 2/3 of fund managers, believe that that we're still in a bear market. They believe that the recovery is not going to be what they call a V-shaped, which means you hit the bottom, then you go straight up. They believe it's going to be either a W, where you go down, up, or it's going to be a U, where you go down and you stay down and then you come back up. I find that interesting. So what you're finding is that when you're measuring sort of their bullishness by their behavior, you're finding that they're not really going long on equities that much. They're going short on emerging markets. So it looks like they expect emerging markets to really struggle. Also, they're holding a lot of cash and a lot of defensive stocks. And so, in case you're wondering, defensive stocks are things related to healthcare, bonds, things like that. So this is just kind of a warning to let you know that right now, I think the biggest issue is that there's still a lot of uncertainty out there. I don't think that they're certain about the things that they're afraid of. I think they're just afraid. But there's the fear where you know what you're afraid of, and there's a fear where you don't know. The fear, you sort of the unknown unknowns, and I think that that's what it is. I think that they, as they're sort of sitting back and watching the economy recover, really coming out of a complete standstill. They're waiting to see, how soon the vaccine is coming, how many units can be produced of the vaccine, what's the reopening going to look like when you start opening up these different economies. But then you've got the other issue that a lot of businesses are just going to die. A lot of bankruptcies are going to occur. There are some industries that are not going to recover. So you don't know which industries are going to do well, which ones aren't. And the question becomes, can you really shut down an economy and bring it to a complete halt and then just sort of restart it again? You can't do that with a dead body. You can't stop your body, stop your heart for a day and then restart it, right? So I don't think the economy is that bad. But I think that there is a legitimate reason to be a little bit concerned. I think that what they're probably going to pay attention to are the earnings announcements of the flagship companies. They form new expectations based on what's happened during this pandemic, and I think that how these companies perform relative to the expectations is going to be everything. I think also this whole joblessness number is absolutely insane. I don't know how they're gonna, you talk about flattening the curve with the virus. Well, they got to flatten the curve with these jobless claims. This is absolutely unprecedented. We've never seen this before any time in American history that I know of, and I think it's going to be kind of messy trying to get it restarted again, especially given that it's gotten all political and everything else. But one thing that they seem to agree on, at least in Congress, is they agree on massive stimulus for the economy, which is a good thing. But now you're dealing with a massive debt load on the federal government. A lot of state governments are on the brink of, where they should be ready to declare bankruptcy, but they can't. States, for whatever reason, can't declare bankruptcy, but cities and counties can. And I just think it's sort of messy right now. It's not sort of an orderly transition because you don't know exactly what you're walking into, and I think that that's what's probably leaving them concerned. Personally, I think that if you're a long-term investor, you pick your strategy and you stick with it and you remain consistent. I'm a long-term bull, meaning that I'm looking at 10 years from now. I believe 10 years from now, however long the recovery takes, I don't think we have to think like fund managers. Fund managers are trying to get a high return this quarter or this year. They're thinking very short term to some extent. I like to think long term, and I believe long term is going to be okay, but short term you are going to get some massive uncertainty. So those are my thoughts on the issue. Please make sure you subscribe, theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also, my masterclass meets tomorrow night. It meets every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join us, feel free to go to drboycemasterclass.com. That's drboycemasterclass.com. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Be good. Bye-bye.